Okay, so we have some news inside of Helldivers 2, as it seems to be causing some ginormous ripples inside of the gaming community right now, with some caps going into place. The server stability is absolutely horrendous, and we've got some other stuff involved with the Steam records in today's video. On top of that, though, we're also going to talk about the Twitch drops and what it is that you've got in play for this. So yeah, it's going to be an interesting one. Hopefully you guys do enjoy it. If you do, then make sure you smash the beautiful blue thumbs up and subscribe with post notifications turned on. And while I've got you here, if you haven't already, check out our sponsor, Advanced GG, the #1 clinically proven energy supplement on the market. My favorite flavor is cherry vanilla, but you guys can catch an array of flavors via the link in the description, and using code Clogged at checkout will get you a cheeky discount. So with that being said, let's dive on into some Helldivers 2 news. So Helldivers 2 dev temporarily cap the concurrent players to around 450,000 to help with the server stability. As we all know, Helldivers 2 has had some ridiculously large issues when it comes to stability inside of their servers, and people even being able to play, with people waiting for up to an hour inside of a queue to even get in. Well, now it's about to be even worse, as they now have capped it at 450,000 with the server stability issues. But Helldivers 2 developer Arrowhead Gaming have said that they are working around the clock to get the ceiling raised and to fix other issues related to this immensely successful launch. How successful it is actually ridiculous. The team is doing all it can, though, to help players dive back in for freedom in Helldivers 2. And the problem is there are so many who want to take on the evil bug and bot forces. While we wrote about the Helldivers 2 Steam concurrent player record has passed that of Starfield, PUBG's test server, Counter-Strike and Destiny, it's since reached 405,514 and knocked down Monster Hunter World, Kathy Rain, Hitman 2, Grand Theft Auto 5. Yes, Helldivers has taken down GTA 5 and taken 24th place of all time. Now, while we don't know the numbers on PlayStation, it has become the top game in the US, ahead of the likes of the juggernauts like Fortnite and Call of Duty. This is absolutely insane, to say the least, mainly because we are seeing so many games like just kind of come and go with not a lot to actually show for it. But obviously Helldivers has done something right here, or maybe it was just an okay game in their time era of terrible games. We're finding this one to be quite a problem child per se in the gaming community, where we experience a lot of games that are probably doing a lot better than they would have in previous years, mainly because the gaming community or the gaming industry right now is extremely bloody weak and there's just not a lot going on. So we'll have to see exactly how this one goes. But if you haven't got on it and you're on PlayStation or PC, then I'd say it's definitely worth jumping in. People are seeming to enjoy themselves on the game. Now, although they are having some really bad server issues right now, Helldivers 2 servers stretch beyond their limits big time, and players are begging Arrowhead to kick the AFK troopers from taking up space. Now, some players are camping out for hours and even days, but even Helldivers 2 fans are camping out in the game's menus for hours on end to preserve their spot, and some players are calling for the developer to deal with it. Over the past weekend, Helldivers 2's server capacity was increased to 450,000 players in an effort to preserve stability. Despite this, though, developer Arrowhead Game Studios still said it was struggling to keep up, and login issues have abounded all week. Now, players are drawing attention to those who were camping out in the game for hours and even days. Yes, even days. Now, there is a Reddit post that is attached to this video. The link is down in the description, which takes messages from the official Helldivers 2 Discord showcasing how players are leaving themselves logged into the game to camp their spot from the server. It is insane. Now, this obviously means that plenty of Helldivers 2 players are being locked out of the servers by people who aren't doing a damn thing. This has led to some players like the one in this Reddit post right here calling for AFK players to log out of Helldivers 2 so that others might get their fair turn at spreading democracy through the galaxy. as you can see right here, with over 3,500 upvotes nearly, says, please, for democracy's sake, log out. Please stop just sitting in the game and not logging out when you're done playing so you can stay in. The server's capped. You're taking up space for someone else. It only exacerbates the issue that insane wait times are your fault. Don't be a D. It's absolutely crazy because some people are not getting in whatsoever, and that's obviously a bit of a problem. This is something which we are experiencing quite a lot inside of the gaming community right now and over recent years. Obviously, this game is experiencing it on a whole new level, but as far as servers are concerned, it seems like there's not a damn game anymore that manages to launch their game with stable servers and no bug issues, no problems to that degree, and we just don't see it happen all too often. So when we get a game that hits as hard as Helldivers 2 has, the numbers are coming in hard, and they're really, really high up there. So it's been absolutely crazy to see how that one's panned out, but it just seems to be getting worse. Now, the game is absolutely incredible, and I would applaud you guys to try and play it, and if you manage to get in, fair play, but they should eventually sort these servers out. This can't be like this forever. We see this inside of so many games, and although I'm not defending the company because you guys know full well this sort of stuff rattles my cage beyond belief, I do know that this thing happens quite a lot, so it's definitely worth getting hold of the game even if you're able to play it for a later date. But if you guys are inside of the game and want some extra drops, how can you get Helldivers 2 Twitch drops, the free TR117 Alpha Commander armor? Well, the Twitch drops for Helldivers 2 enable players to claim some free character cosmetics. So here's exactly how to get hold of them. To celebrate the release of Helldivers 2, the developers teamed up with Twitch to give players some free items. During the giveaways, players can watch Helldivers 2 gameplay on Twitch and gain the game's TR117 Alpha Commander armor for free. So whether you're just aiming to join the intergalactic fight for freedom on PC or PlayStation, then you'll want to claim these latest rewards. So without further ado, this is where you need to go, and this is what you need to do. The links are down in the description. Make sure you link all the accounts up and just watch your favorite Twitch streamers play Helldivers 2, or watch some of your favorite Twitch streamers just sit in a lobby for Helldivers 2. It's been a little bit crazy, and this game is getting quite a lot of kickback, and I think, to be fair, this is one of those situations where I'm not going to kick off about it. Normally, I would complain and moan and just be absolutely outraged at the fact that this is happening. But right now, the gaming industry is being so damn crap and it's been so damn low that this seems to be the least of our worries right now. I know that a lot of you guys are frustrated that you can't get in, and I fully understand it. But realistically, with the way that gaming is right now, the fact that we even have a game that is doing this well is well and absolutely beyond me. This seems to be happening quite a lot just recently, although what does confuse me is a game such as Helldivers 2, that is obviously a second iteration of their game. They know that people enjoy the franchise, they know that people enjoy the game, they knew it was going to do well, maybe not this well, but they knew it was going to do well, are not managing to hold the servers, and yet games like Power World that came out of nowhere, just a small indie developer, managed to supply 19 million copies in a week and have everybody online consistently as and when they wanted. So I think it's a little bit funny to see how that one really pans out. I think that they probably need to dig a little deeper and maybe get something sorted. But yeah, anywho, let me know your experiences down in the comment section below, and let me know exactly how you guys have been feeling about it, because I know that this has been a frustration for a lot of people. Interested to see what your story is and what your partake on the game is. Thanks again for watching, guys. Appreciate your faces. Like, subscribe, and as always, I'll see you in the clouds.